So, Ruger 1022. It's already had a bolt lock mod done to it. The magazine is here. I know it's here. I've only got one for all you that are going to take. Can you even take me with the guns clear? There is nothing in there. Not that you can see, but there is nothing in that chamber. Over and over again. So today we're installing one of these because the collar on here comes loose when you're shooting. So I specifically bought one of these for one reason and one only. And that's so that I can actually tighten the bloody thing up, because I can't tighten that up tight enough. So I jam a screwdriver through them holes. Do that up nice and tight. And we're going to put a scope on too. I've been shooting this with iron sights for a while. Not really doing very well with iron sights. This is a cheap, made in China, air rifle scope from Sports Marketing, Commerce Way, Whitehall Road, Colchester. Let's see. 3-9x40, which is the same as what I've got on my air rifle, but that's just a fixed 4x40. So we'll aim it down there. It's going to be difficult to really show you properly because I'm a bit pushed for space. Right, in case you're wondering, this piece of tape is to cover the serial number up so nasty people can't read the serial number off of YouTube and then copy my rifle and get me in trouble for it. So we'll do the scope fitting first. We're going to take these 4 screws out, and these are in non-blind holes, as in the holes go straight through, straight into where the bolt is underneath. Oh my god, my teeth cold. The holes go straight through, so when we put the new ones on, we've got to be careful not to bind the bolt up. I'm not sure whether that is going to foul on the foresight, so I might have to push this quite a way forward to get it to not foul on there, but we'll find out once we've got that. Once we've got these on. So the first job is to undo these. I've already loosened these out, so they should come out really quite easy. So that's 4. Remember, when you're doing a lot of screws up, 4, 5, 6 on a single item, don't do them all up, don't do any of them up tight until you've got them all in. So we'll screw these down as far as they'll go with this little screwdriver. Then apparently, well, like I say, they can bind on the bolt underneath, but it seems to cycle okay. Now, I'm using this, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use this because this is the best bit that I've got for these particular screws. I'm going to use this like a screwdriver. Remember, these are only little screws, they don't have to be done really tight. Just a pinch is enough. And of course there's 4 of them, so they're only really going to be done up tight enough to hold it in place. Now maybe they'll come undone, because obviously it's a gun, so it vibrates a lot when it fires, but if they do, I'll just have to come back and put some thread lock on them. But that's them pinched up. Still cycling perfectly smoothly. So now it's time to put these on. zoom out. Ow, not in. Right. I'll move you over here. Don't need a knife, do you? Rip that open. Yeah, this is from Warrior Hunters, an eBay shop by the looks of it. But clearly I wanted stainless ones. Fuck it, just cut it open. Or aluminium ones, you know, silver ones to match the receiver and barrel on the gun. Bag in a bag. Oh look, they've even got some felt in there for me. So when we put these on the scope, we'll put them on loose. We'll do them up yet. And we'll put one at the back and one at the front. One like that and one like that. Just got to pop and get a ruler and take a couple of measurements. Right, so we need to make sure that these are going to fit on there. So we measure that. Oh, it's in Yankee. Yeah, look, 4.5 inches. That's in Yankee. Sorry, I mean Imperial. So 4.5 inches, and they're 4 inches apart. And we'll try and space it out a little bit better. We'll get that right in the middle there, like that. And they're still 4 inches apart. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Let's just get rid of that chinking sound you can hear. There's a wind chime my daughter made when she was little. Again, the same as the others, don't do these up tight all the way to start off, do them up pinch. If you haven't got anything like that in the scope, I would suggest putting a piece of insulating tape or masking tape or a piece of cotton glued in there, just something. Something to protect the scope from the metal. Right, now they're pinched up, I'll do them up tight. Now the way I'm going to do them up tight is I'm going to press down on this to stop it from moving. I'm not going to pick it up and start wobbling it around until they're done up tight. So all I'm doing to stop it from moving is pushing down on it. Now they're in place and they're not going to move. Again, we'll just pinch them up. Metal on metal tends to bind up quite quickly when it eventually goes. And there you go, it's them on there. Now all we need to do is loosen these ones out till just about falling off point. And look what we did. We've got them opposing. I don't think that really matters. It might even be good in one way. But I'm not too much of a perfectionist. But I suppose it will make it a bit more awkward to attach it. So we'll switch this one around the other way. And again, we'll check I've got a 4 inches. Pinch them up with a bit of downward pressure. And pick them up and tighten them up. There we go. One scope mounted scope. And then we're going to get that on there. And you've got to be able to see what I'm doing. I always tend to slide these on. And once you've got them over the edge, shut that window. That's the gardener just come to garden the garden for us. Like I said before, I don't want people seeing my faces in there, so I just want to check that this is shoulder white. So you can have a look at the clock when I do this. I'll zoom it back out. Zoom back in on it again. I'll take it over the other side actually. Focus camera. Right. Now all we've got to do is tighten these up. Now what I did notice just now is I'll try and show you in a minute, but you know, camera zooms aren't all that great. What I did notice is I haven't quite got this scope central enough. That should be more than tight enough. I'll try and show you what I mean about the scope not being central. This is going to be difficult. Where you can see the crosshair. The crosshair isn't horizontal. Now, I must confess I've only ever done this twice, sorry. scope on gun. So I've got to loosen these off now that it's firmly in place on the gun. Just enough to give this a little twist. And then get my head in there. Twist it until it's about level. And tighten it back up again. Somewhere around here I've got a laser pointer. Now, to get the scope roughly lined up so that I'm not shooting feet to the side, what I would normally do is basically just sellotape the laser pointer onto the side of the barrel there. And then align the crosshairs with the dot on the laser pointer. Literally at that kind of distance, 5 or 10 feet. And at least then you know you're roughly close. Right, so that's the scope fitted. What we've got to do now is attach this flash arrestor. So a little laser pointer can actually save you an awful lot of time, where you don't end up spending hours and hours trying to zero a gun from 3 or 4 feet out at 50 yards. Hey wife.
Huh?
I was just explaining to the lovely viewers that with the help of a laser pointer you can avoid the situation we were in with your rifle the other day.
Oh, yes.
Where your gun was shooting about 6 feet to the left at 50 yards.
It took an hour.
But yeah, that's what I mean. With a laser pointer, yours ain't got a telescopic sight on it, so. Anyway, that's the sight installed. Have a little look at it. Looks quite nice. Matches the shiny top end of the gun, hence buying it. When I originally bought it, I got this with the gun and they gave me black freaking posts. So I've had to, wait until I've got enough money to get some decent posts for it. But I'll take some decent sized stills in a little while. And you should be able to see them. So